the first thing you see is Tom Wilson skating over to the boards. I'm like, oh, please God, don't get suspended, don't get, and then and then he just starts wailing on the guy, and the dude played 9 seconds. 9 seconds of ice time last night, never returned. They didn't have any, I was passing by Mike Sullivan, the Penguins head coach, his press conference on the way to Todd Reardon's press conference after getting out of the Caps locker room. And he's like, I don't have any update. The dude played 9 seconds. Wilson just hit him with a couple of haymakers, like Braun Strowman style, and, he just killed him. I mean,
when did they determine that they were going to throw, just like in the warm-up?
Right,
like, how does that work?
I don't know if something happened in the warm-up, but because of what happened last year with Zach Aston Reese and Tom Wilson, remember, this was his first game against them because he was suspended for the rest of that series for 3 games.
I can't even remember what he did in that series. I can't even remember what he did to Zach Aston. What did he do?
He got suspended for the 3 games, the final, the second round, because and correctly so, he launched into with a elbow, or I should say with an elbow into Zach Aston Reese's jaw, and he gave him a fractured face basically. Right. And the dude was out wired up and couldn't eat for 2 months.
So is this the Penn's toughest guy?
No, that's the weird part. I mean, they don't have a goon tough guy type thing, but this dude wanted some blood right away, and he's 6. I want to say, Eric, he's 6'5".
He's
about
listed at
245,
6'7", 255 is what I saw.
Okay, all right, so yeah,
big boy.
Yeah, and guys, it was no match at all. Tom Wilson just absolutely lowered the boom on him.
Right.
Look, here's the thing: you don't want to lose Tom Wilson for 5 minutes of a game. Because he's no longer just a fighter. He is so important to this team in penalty kill, scoring, passing. I mean, we saw the only goal last night that they scored. Beautiful outlet pass to Lars Eller. I can't tell you how good of a passer Tom Wilson is. It's the most underrated part of his game, and they can't afford to lose him. But you just knew something was going to happen last night because the Penguins wanted revenge.
Brewster, I was going to ask you, we were talking about that actually right before you came on. How rare is it that you have a guy that can knock someone out with one punch in 6 seconds, but also is as skilled as he is offensively, but has such a high ceiling also? I mean, it feels pretty unique. It's
crazy. I can't think of one dude. I mean, I've been watching hockey for 35 years. I can't think of one guy as what you said, Dukes, as skilled offensively, and then as strong and as tough and as physical as Wilson is. But I'll just go one step further. There isn't a dude not only with that skill set, but that kills penalties, and that is on 6-on-5 situations as they were winning the Stanley Cup, for God's sakes. And, just does everything. And then, oh, by the way, subbed in on the power play in the TJ Oshie role when TJ Oshie was out and when he came back, So, I mean, Tom Wilson is a Mr. Do-It-All everything, and that's why they paid him the money. Now, as long as he can control himself, and he's done a much, much better job of, not lining people up to take them out, seeking and destroying them, kind of hitting them from the side a little bit, kind of bumping past them, angling towards a different. Can continue to control that. Tom Wilson, I don't want to say he's the team because of Ovechkin, but he's arguably the second most important player on this team. I can tell you that.